Hello everyone, my name is Brandon. I am in group 5 and we were doing the tablets in education topic. I actually had a lot of fun with this topic because in high school I personally actually used an iPad. We all got iPads at my high school and it made for, it was really good in some areas, but definitely it was a distraction in some others. But I was actually more on the neutral side. I more so looked at what hardware would be used in the education system and like what kind of apps and software would also work for them. So, for example, we have Apple products. Like I said, those are a big hit, and I used those throughout high school. The Apple itself has a lot of integrated apps that the classroom can be used throughout the classroom that teachers can use, but also that students can use, and also Chromebooks. I personally also had a Chromebook while I was in high school, and personally, I just didn't like it as much. It seemed like a lot slower. It seemed like it didn't quite have as many capabilities as even like the iPad, even though it's not a laptop, even. It's just a tablet. But personally, I just felt like the iPad was a lot better, especially for doing schoolwork and turning stuff in and everything. Also, there was a cool video up here about Apple. This was just showing some capabilities of the the new iPad, and I believe it was the iPad 11 mini, and you can see the students were using it for a little dissection experiment here. We'll go on to my next page here is more so focusing on the apps side of things. Canvas I actually also used throughout high school as well. Um, it was so I had a section for every class, much like D2L, and I could go there to view assignments, grades, when stuff was due. I could talk to students about assignments. I could message my teacher about any questions I had, anything like that. It was very nice and just made for a very organized way of things, even though I personally wasn't a very organized person. And also, it was always a very good reminder. It always sent notifications to the iPad about when stuff was due, or if we were going to have a quiz in class today, make sure you study for that, stuff like that. It was always very helpful. Also, EcoMove. EcoMove was a really interesting thing to read about, actually. It's basically just like a little ecosystem simulator, and so far they only have two ecosystems set up on this, simulation, but it's very interesting stuff, and they show it to like younger kids to explain like how even slight differences in environments can lead to, some very, very widespread change. So it's very interesting stuff. And then Duolingo as well. I actually personally use Duolingo, not through school or anything. I use it just every day to learn a little more Spanish. Um, and it is very helpful. They are now sort of integrating themselves into school programs and like trying to, you know, more widespreadly cover that, like teaching in schools more so like middle school, like intermediate and beginner level language. I got a little thing there. Um, so thank you very much. That was everything for me.